welcome back to Summerhill. I hope you're having a great October so far. Today, actually, this video is like over 4 days, and it's all about Halloween decorating. We're gonna go shopping, thrifting, we're gonna decorate together. And then I'm going to take a little break from decorating and go to my sister's book signing. And I wanted to bring y'all with me because we're going to Goodwood Museum and Gardens. And there is a beautiful home there. We won't get to go inside, but I'll get to show you a little bit of the outdoors. And then we're gonna wrap it up with a home tour looking at my decorations during the daytime and then at nighttime. So let's get started doing some shopping and then we'll start decorating. We're back home from shopping, so I thought I would share what we pulled from the attic and what we bought at Home Goods while we were out. We're going to use her. I found the other bus. She's really big. We found this owl, and then we found a black bird. We found this black bird. We pulled down my grandma's Victorian lamp, so the other globe is outside. But now that we've looked at a few of the items that we're going to use, I'm pulling apart the mantle so Hannah can begin. So these were at Target, and they're canisters that we turned upside down to make a collection. So we're watching the new Haunted Mansion while we're creating this because we don't live far from Disney and we have season passes, so we go often, and this kind of design is very similar to the Haunted Mansion at Disney World. So we thought watching the new Haunted Mansion might put us in the mood and inspire us and give us some ideas for the decorations. Let's go shopping in the house. This is something we do. Don't judge my house. It's the weekend, and on the weekend what do we have here? We have a
candle putter outer.
A candle putter outer. It has a name, we just don't know what it is. Oh, she's taking my, yeah.
I know.
It's getting late and what we're doing on the hearth just doesn't feel right. So we decided to stop working for the night and come back to it tomorrow. Hey friends, so we're taking a break from Halloween and we're going to Goodwood Museum and Gardens here in Tallahassee to watch my sister read her book about the pioneer period in Florida. It is so beautiful at the gardens and the museum, so I wanted to take you along.
His grandfather Davis who was from Fairfax, Virginia. Another group of men covered the pickings, whose cooking was warmer. Jesse and his brothers voted in precincts like Robert Hurst's store.
We had such a beautiful day at the garden, so now we're working on adding bats to our cloches. After cutting the bats from the printable in our Etsy shop, we cut some fishing line, put a drop of hot glue on it, and placed it down in the center of the cloche. Next, we put a drop of hot glue on the bat and then attached him to fishing line. Now, side note, on the second cloche, we did this a little different and we felt like it worked so much better. We attached the bats to the fishing line first and then we dropped the fishing line down into the cloche. Hey friends, so I'm working on the front porch because we've got to decorate it for trick-or-treating. We have a broom on the door. I gotta fix that though. But I'm gonna put the sign right here on the broom. So if you wanna make one of these brooms, do raffia and you lay it out long, tie it, fold the top over, tie it again, and then trim it. And you could have a broom. And you could actually go pick a piece of bamboo out of a field or somewhere. If you know somebody that has some bamboo, they might even be willing to let you get some. If it's green, you could paint it. Anyways, that's an idea for your front door. Okay, so the rest of the porch I'm still working on. I'm using all of my Jack family, and it's 100% designed around trick-or-treating. So I've got all my Jacks out here. I've got an idea in this back corner that I may or may not get to. I've got my Jacks up here. I thought about getting some tiny little mums to kind of go in between them, like here, and then that'll give it some color. And then I'm gonna put some battery powered candles in all of these. And then on Halloween night, I will light this lamp. And this guy down here, I have an idea for him, but I don't know if it's gonna happen either, because I may share that later, because I'm not sure if I'm gonna do it yet. I wanted to show you, we went thrifting at the community thrift store, Rabbit Creek, Goodwill. We went to Goodwill. We went to quite a few places and we found some really cool things. And I want to take a moment to tell you a little bit about community thrift store, because it's one of our new favorites. And the cool thing about Community Thrift Store in Tallahassee is that they're a nonprofit and they donate to many organizations. Last year they reached $60,000 in donations, and their goal this year is $100,000. And they did not pay me to say this. I just think it's such a great thing that what they're doing. And go check them out. They are a little pricier, but remember, you're giving to a good cause. So go check them out. And I'm gonna show you what we got there at the Community Thrift Store. So we got this really cool lamp, and look closely at his face. Is that not the coolest? A little retro looking lamp. You can't really tell him now. I'm gonna show you, see how he lights up? I'm gonna show you at nighttime what he looks like so you can really get to see him. I also found, I love vintage kind of 1950s, 1960s, Halloween, more 50s probably, but we found these really cool masks there. How cool is that? So I have an idea with him, and I got him. So I think I'm gonna stack them and hang them back here. So I'm gonna work in here with kind of a vintagey vibe in this room. And then while we were traveling to Atlanta, I picked up this really cute boo pillow. It's, what do you call that? It's a needlepoint rug. It's a needlepoint pillow that says boo. And I found it at Stripling's on our way to Atlanta. So if you're new here, I'm back and forth in between Atlanta quite a bit. And from here to Atlanta, exactly in the middle of the trip, is this cool country store called Stripling's that has some of the best decorations. So if you are traveling to Atlanta from North Florida, check out Stripling's. Great place to stop. Now that shows you what we got at Community and Stripling's. So this is one of my favorite Halloween decorations that Hannah did. A funny story, I went to bed one night, I woke up the next morning and the mantle was redecorated and he was on it. And I had never seen him. I didn't even know she was making him. So I like walk into the living room in my pajamas and I'm like, wow, that's so cool. So anyways, I'll put a link in the description to that blog post. We did a witch's theme on the mantle with the moon face. So we're gonna put him in here and we're gonna decorate around him. Another thing we did last year on our retro mantle was this guy. He is so cool. Hannah found him at TJ Maxx, and you turn the dial and you can hear different things, but this one's really cool. Listen.
And now it's the WNN Sports Desk Update, your source for all the scary sports news. From behind the lines of the Witches' Coven, the Witches' annual Capture the Ghost Championship was held yesterday, and it was quite a game. In the end, the horrid hags prevailed over the creepy crones, and the wards ended up ahead to claim the title and take home the coveted Purple Wart trophy.
Isn't that fabulous? So I was thinking about putting him on the porch for trick-or-treat night, but for now he's gonna go in here, and I may put him out later. So y'all watch, I'll decorate. He's really cute. I gotta figure out how to get these masks to hang together, and I think I'm just gonna use tape and twine. I have this twine here, but I think that might be, I don't know, that's kind of fun. Okay, that's cute, fun. I feel like it could use more. My Pottery Barn pumpkins, these are the most real pumpkins I think I've ever seen that are not real. So I'm going to add them up here. Let's go into my butler's pantry and I'll show you a few little things I'm putting there. In my butler's pantry, I have this jack-o'-lantern from last year that he is so cute. I've got to put some new batteries in him. But what I decided was to put my candle illuminating face guy here. He kind of fits the vibe of him. I forgot I have this guy and he's retro too. So let's put him in here in the kitchen area somewhere. So I think we'll put him over here. He looks cute there. He's got a little bit of red in him, which pulls in the red books, and I feel like it looks good with the ghosts up here. So I feel like we need a candle over here, some candles back there. So I'm gonna go grab a few and we'll put them there. I feel like we need to come up with something different there. Overnight, I designed something new. So let's head to the coffee store. Hey friends, I'm so excited. I just picked out a new design that I'm using as a part of our decorations at FedEx office. This is where I get everything printed now. I used to use Walgreens for my printable art, but there's so many more options at FedEx office. So I do it there, but I can't wait to show you. So let's head home. So I'm back home. I've got the poster, and I stopped at the store and I bought this. It is actually a magnetic chalkboard. I wish I'd known about this when I did the countdown to Halloween. That would have been perfect. So if you are not sure what I'm talking about, I'll put a link in the description to my countdown to Halloween printable. This would have been perfect. I am definitely using this next year. And I think it was like 10 bucks at Walmart. Okay, here we go. Are you ready? Look, isn't it cute? So I love vintage, Beastal, that kind of style decorations for Halloween. I like Halloween to be about fun and happy feeling, not scary. I do like to take things that seem a little scary and make them happy, and Hannah has done that in the living room, and I've not showed you that yet because we're keeping that part of it a surprise. But I definitely have to trim this down because apparently 16 by 20 is the outside of this, not the inside. Bummer. But that's okay. I can cut it down to fit. So we're gonna measure that and do that, and then we'll hang it and I'll show you when I'm done. Now I'm headed back to the living room to add another printable idea for Hannah's mantle. So I just created these silhouettes. They're so cute. They're vintage witches, basically. So we've got children doing each other's hair and a portrait of a woman. And then I love this one where she's reading a book. This one's for all my book lovers because I know I've got a lot of book lovers in here. But we found these frames at a thrift store. They were 50% off. There was a whole bunch of them. So they're perfect for this. They also came with this easel, so I'm not sure. I don't think I'm going to use the easel on all of them, but I'm going to cut these out and put them here. And I thought about actually cutting the silhouette out and then putting it on something white, which is what was traditionally done. But in lieu of time and to make it easy, I'm just going to cut a square and put it in the We got all the silhouettes done. The last thing I have to do is make some witches hats. And I've created a pattern that you can print on my Etsy shop. So I will put a link in the description to these witches hats that all you have to do is print them. There's two options. You can print them on black paper or you can print them like at a print shop and it'll print it out black. But we are, I'm just gonna sit here and work on this and then we're gonna add some witches hats to Hannah's mantle. So whenever you get this pattern, you'll print out 2 of the rim and 1 of the cone. Okay, so there's 1 rim, so we got to do the next one. Next, we're gonna cut the cones out. So the next step is you're going to take this and you're going to fold it like this direction. See how that point is way up there? You want to fold it where that point, almost like you're pushing into the point is the only way I know how to do it. So I use this hand up here to pull it together and I use this hand down here. Now, you can use double-sided tape. Some people have used glue. I'm using a cardstock, so I definitely need a tougher kind of tape for this. So I'm just using some double-sided tape to go straight down here so that when I pull it, it's ready. Okay, so now we have the cone. So next you're gonna take one of these brims and go right down over the top. Then I take and I'm gonna cut all the way around, and I'll show you what to do next. So I take that and I tape it onto here, like so. So at this point, you need to take and stick this onto the bottom like that. So we're going to use some double-sided tape. So now all we do is just stick this onto here. Isn't that funny?
Now that everything's finished, let's take a tour, starting from the front door during the daytime. The sun has gone down, night's veil it does draw. Time for a spooky tour with awe and a call.
So what did you think? Did you enjoy this year's home tour? I would love for you to share if you have one favorite thing in the video, one favorite decoration, or if you have a favorite room. Share with us in the comments what your favorite thing was. So I want to thank you so much for joining me here at Life on Summer Hill. I hope you're having a wonderful day and happy Halloween. I'll see you soon. Bye.